here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again to other live stream. Today is very interesting actually. Finally the market is moving. Well, I have bad news for you actually, because this is not very healthy actually. This is something like, honestly I wasn't expecting, but well, you know, we cannot predict the future. That's why risk management is the best tool we have. Now, let me recap here. I think yesterday, yes, we were here yesterday around here. Let me see, yes, here. Around here, right? So I said in my previous technical analysis yesterday, this is like this, right? To the upside. Okay, perfect. I am not looking for shorts. I was looking for longs. I was looking for shorts yesterday, long, sorry, and actually I am in a swing position around 30. Actually, I improved my position yesterday around $38,000, 200, around there. Is my position. So if I want to be transparent, I am around here, right? Okay. So my expectation is, okay, I want to see Bitcoin doing something like this. So after that, so what happened? Well, we have this bounce, right? We have this bounce, and after that we have this move to the upside, right? It was looking very healthy, looking very healthy, very interesting actually. But as you can see here, Bitcoin fell again, and not just, I mean, this time is different, because this time it was just rejected, I mean, in just in a few minutes. So in general, when you see these kind of things, that is not good for the price. Why? Because every time when you see this kind of wicks like this, like here, is because people actually, what happened, they are really selling. So every time when you see these kind of things, yeah, usually the price after, I mean, in the following hours, you will see the move to the, well, that direction. For example, here, 2 or 3 weeks, and after that, directions, you see, 1, 2, 3, and here direction. Now, and here, this one actually is very concerning. Now, of course, we need invalidations. Why? Well, $39,000 is the key area. Any close below $39,000, you will see this as, well, potential reversal, testing the $37,000 again. But this time, based on this week here, you be ready, because if that happens, this time I think Bitcoin is gonna break. And the reason is simple: volatility in 4-hour chart is expanding. So before we were in sideways market, I mean sideways in 4-hour chart, as you can see, I mean all the week Bitcoin so boring, was not moving. But this time, as you can see here, the volatility is expanding, so be careful with your positions. If you are in long position right now here, for example, around 38, 37, you have two choices: or you can take your profits here, close your positions here, or just wait for your stop, not a stop loss, a stop hit, right? Because we don't know exactly if Bitcoin is gonna hold this area and it's gonna move to the upside. But I can tell you something: we have sell signal in 4-hour chart, as you can see here, very bad, because this week, actually, because of this week, we have this sell signal. And the most concerning thing here is the ADX. The ADX is positive slope. So with this sell signal, that means this move to the downside actually was strong, strong. Now, this is the most concerning thing here. This is something like I didn't want to see today. In the morning was actually looking very good, very constructive, but look at this. The OBB is very clear. OBB is this massive consolidation here, or distribution in this case with OBB. This is very clear, you know, OBB is different, and well, I am very defensive now in the markets, because if this is actually going to be true, you will see Bitcoin breaking $39,000 today. So why I'm saying this is because, very simple. Analyze, please study the charts. Bitcoin was in sideways for more than 1 week in sideways in this area, as you can see here. But finally, and OBB same, but we have the resolution of this formation in OBB, and in in the price action not yet. So that means someone with a lot of money here, I mean, I say a lot of money, dumped here the price, and just the only thing is missing right now is $39,000. $39,000 is the level I am watching right now, but based on this close and the sell signal in 12 hour and 4 hour chart, I am expecting another test to maybe $37,000, $38,000. So this is a very, very short-term technical analysis, as you can see here. Now let's talk about the 12-hour chart. The 12-hour chart here, 12-hour chart is, my God, shit. That is the problem, my friends. This is the problem. Here, this is the week like I don't like because usually when I see, as I said before, this kind of weeks, that means it's not good for the price. So it's the same. We are in the same range, but this is a little more concerning. Why? Because now $39,000 in 12-hour chart, $38,500 is the area Bitcoin must hold. Any close below here, you see, because the volatility is expanding in 4-hour chart, I am speculating Bitcoin is potentially we will see a test to this area. Now, one thing here is 12-hour chart today. Today you don't want to see Bitcoin closing below the MA55 in weekly chart in OBB. Why? Because this could be the next trigger, of course, in mid time frames to see a sell signal. And actually, when the chart is very clear, I said in my private channels, the only thing I don't like about setup here is OBB. OBB is very clear. As you can see here, we have this sell signal. This is a sell signal. This is a sell signal, guys. And I think just I am long position. I'm not going to close my long position here because I wanna see the first. My trading plan is I wanna see OBB testing the 55 here and potentially from here. In price action, we will see a bounce, yes, and potentially from there I will close my long. That was my original plan in my trading plan. So that's why I said it's very important to have risk management always. I mean, you are because actually I was entering here, I enter here, around this area I am in my positions around here. So in my case, I am totally fine. But as I said before, this is not the time for chasing the market. Please, I think I would suggest wait for the real signals. The only thing I can tell you is Bitcoin is getting ready to move. I mean, move very hard, at least $10,000, $15,000. I cannot change my technical analysis right now. This is in 1-day chart. Let me see. Okay, this is a little bit more concerning because this morning we have a potential buy signal in a squeeze, but this rejection changed everything. We have this setup here. Actually, I posted this setup in my group. Here was the signal, but we don't have confirmation. Today it was a confirmation, but as you can see here, with this rejection, Bitcoin is not looking very healthy right now. So in my case, as I said before, the only thing I'm gonna do is I protected actually my stop, and that's it. If Bitcoin is gonna break down, I don't care. Why? Because I mean, risk management for me is the most important thing right now. Okay, so remember, but the most important thing here is Bitcoin actually is gonna move 10,000, 15,000. Yeah. Now, let's talk about a little bit the weekly chart here because it's too soon. This is constructive. I mean, in weekly chart is very good. Yeah. You don't wanna see, as you can see here, we have very, very clear the basement. Here, where is the basement? Here, $39,000, $38,000, $39. This is the basement of in weekly chart. Any close below here, you will see this is an invalidation, and yeah, you can expect maybe a test to $30,000, but not yet. I mean, today, I mean, we are in the middle of the week, so it's too soon to say that kind of things. So, but let me tell you something. I am still expecting Bitcoin is gonna just do something like this in the weekly basis. I mean, next month, next 2 months, something like this. As long this area is not broken, totally fine. Even in weekly chart, if Bitcoin comes to $30,000 here, weekly basis is still the same. I mean, the technical analysis is still the same. I cannot change this because of that. I mean, if even I see a auto drop here, totally fine. This is like this. Of course, if Bitcoin comes here, this is gonna be just a bounce to what? Keep falling. Why? Because this is gonna be the setup, right? So just careful with your setups, okay? As I said before, altcoins, be very, very selective with what are you trading, how you are trading, and manage your risk. Because remember, many altcoins, they are breaking key levels. Actually, I said it every day I'm saying that. And I bought some alts, yes, of course, but I am very, very selective. very selective in that kind of alt, and of course with good risk management. Okay, so now weekly chart, nothing to be worried, not yet. So I will say maybe 1 day chart closing below here, TD $8,000. I will say, okay, maybe this is the resolution. We will see $30,000. But as I said before, in weekly basis, nothing happened here, not yet. I cannot change the trend because of that. And also remember, we have the buy signal here. We still have the buy signal here, so I cannot change, at least for a bounce, like this. Okay, now let's talk about the USDT dominance. The USDT. First of all, I want to show you here my indicator here. I created this indicator to help me, actually, to check what happened with the. Okay, as you can see here, as long as we have this red cloud here, that means USDT dominance is still bullish. Yeah, it's still bullish. So as long as we have this setup here, this red cloud here is bullish. So if you want to change the trend with the trend, you need to see this line, the ETR, crossing the candles here, and from there, yeah, it's a trend reversal, but not yet. As you can see here, ETR here is around 40,500. Well, actually, for me, this was just a massive, in short term, was a massive bull trap actually here. Yeah, massive bull trap, and potentially this is gonna be the bull trap if the higher time frames plays like I am saying right now. Potentially we will see $30,000 area tested, but not. We need to wait for confirmations, please. Okay. So remember, guys, risk management is the most important thing. Okay, especially in sideways markets like this one. People they get very frustrated because they don't know. Okay, I buy, I sell, what? So, as I said, I need to see $39,000 breaking in 4-hour chart. And also the macro mid time frame, for example, is $38,000. Any close below here, you will see auto leg down to, yeah, actually the structure is going to be broken. So as you will see auto leg down to 35, even lower. But as I said, in macro time frames, everything is okay. But the 4-hour and 1-day chart is going to be interesting actually. So now Bitcoin tested the MA55 again here in 1-day chart today, and as you can see here, well, very nasty correction or rejection from here. This time is different. That is my concern. This time is different because as you can see here, you saw a very massive, very nasty week, very different like this, very different like this, and this one usually is your bull or bear trap. It depends on the direction of the trend. So that's why we need to be very careful with this. As you can see here, the Bitcoin dominance in 1-day chart is still bullish. Why? Because, well, we have still the red cloud. Same thing. We need to see, for example, here when you see the ATR crossing here, this one potentially, of course, not in that moment. The next you will see a bounce. Maybe you can expect a bounce in the next incoming weeks. So you can see some examples like that. For example, here, Bitcoin was an uptrend, crossing the candles here, as you can see here, and you can see this in 1-day chart in 1 month or uptrend for Bitcoin. And it's the same thing for opposite direction. For example, here, Bitcoin was in uptrend. The Bitcoin USDT dominance cross the candles here, so that means this area potentially is a sell potentially distribution pattern. As you can see, after that correction, so it's not exact, but at least it will help us to know actually where we are right now. Now, let me show you the USDT dominance with normal indicators here, because it's a trend following indicator. So I want to see something else. This is bullish, my god. This is bullish. Yeah. Okay. This is bullish. Shit. This is okay. This is bullish. Okay. It's pretty simple. We have buy signal here. Yeah, this is bullish. The last hope for bulls is the auto rejection here this week, and potentially we will see something like this, right? But if we don't see it, actually, remember, OBB was very clear in 1-day chart, and I said, hey, I am expecting OBB is not healthy in 1-day chart For one reason, is my lead indicator. Remember, just the timing is different. We don't, when you see OBB bearish, you don't see the price action in that moment. It will take maybe a few days. After 4 days, we saw these kind of things. So the thing here is USDT dominance is testing the OBB here right now. I don't want to see something like this, because if I see something like this breaking here, Bitcoin is gonna break the range. Now, here this is I mean, I'm still thinking this is a consolidation here in 1-day chart. Remember, 1-day chart is different, weekly chart is different. 1-day chart, this is like, looks like it's gonna break up like this. So that means Bitcoin is gonna start moving to the downside. But now let me show you something. Weekly chart is very different. Weekly chart, now we have potential sell signal right now. As long as the DX is positive here, I cannot say it's reversal, but let me tell you something. When this is the confirmation and we have the ADX negative here, you will see your macro bounce for Bitcoin and some altcoins, not all of them. Okay, so that's why I, in my personal opinion, in the investment channel, I said, hey, I cannot change my technical analysis in weekly chart, because weekly chart is for 2-3 months. As long as I have this signal or this setup in weekly basis, I cannot change the technical analysis. Remember, if you are following this channel since November, well, it's the same thing when I was in with Bitcoin. Remember, I was here in September, October, in October, November here, and say I cannot change the technical analysis, and we have to wait maybe 2-3 weeks. But as you can see, after that, what happened? Same thing for USDT dominance. So that's why I am looking for macro bounce in the market right now for Bitcoin. Okay, that doesn't mean Bitcoin cannot crash or drop to mid-30s. Yes, I mean, in 1-day chart, it potentially can do it. It looks like it will do it, maybe. But as I said before, if I see that thing, for example, if we see Bitcoin breaking down here in macro time frames, as I said before, is a buy in my personal opinion. Okay, this is not the time to be scared or be like, oh my god, Bitcoin is going to zero. No. If you are thinking Bitcoin is going to zero right now, of course not. Let me explain just about something here. Here, when it's 100k, when it's 68, 9k, 69, 60k, 50k, yeah, to the moon, right? 100k, 200k, 1 million, right? Whatever. But here is to zero. No. It's not like that. We are in the lowest point of the this range. The range of Bitcoin in monthly, because it's a monthly range, is between $60,000 and $30,000. This is a massive range. So we are in a sideways market in the monthly, like this. Okay, so I am expecting this bounce here in the macro time frames, maybe next month, maybe May, something like that. If Bitcoin breaks, as I said before, this actually $30,000 in macro time frames, $30,000, as long this area is holding, I am speculating Bitcoin we will see bounces. I am not expecting Bitcoin is gonna break this level soon. Not, I mean, maybe October, November, I am expecting something like that. Why? Because in my personal opinion, I think I am expecting like Bitcoin, this area is gonna be the next $6,000 of 2018. So something like this. Something like this. So I am speculating something like that for this year. I can be wrong, totally fine, yes. But based on my experience in the previous bear markets, in previous market cycles here, something like this. I am speculating something like this. People would say, no, you see, $30,000, super strong, super good, yeah, let's buy. It's gonna work, yes, maybe a couple months, 3 or 4 months. But monthly is not good. Monthly, bi-monthly, 3 months is not good. I'm better to buy and say monthly? No. This range in some point, in my personal opinion, in my humble opinion, is gonna break in some point to the downside. But not now, because I'm talking about macro time frames. Okay, so right now Bitcoin is with this rejection, auto rejection around very close to the mid-55. Well, Bitcoin has 3 or 4 days to recover of this. I mean, this again trying to move to the upside, yes. But as I said before, even if Bitcoin comes to this area, for me in macro time frames, totally fine. Actually, I will be happy because as a trader, I am tired to see just micro pumps, like just 300, 500, $1,000. I really want to see the market moving, regardless of the direction. I want to see the market moving because traders will like volatility, right? So that's why I want to see Bitcoin moving. Now, in 1 day chart, invalidations below below this area here, you will see other leg down to actually below $38,000 as I said before. In 1 day chart basis, yes, you will see any close below maybe 12 hour I think is gonna be better. You will see full rejection here. So but this is the first warning, actually very concerning warning here this week. This is not something healthy. This is not good. Okay, I was expecting to see sideways in the tops like this one, consolidation, like before, for example here, a little bit here, maybe just a couple days. And as you can see here, we have 1 day of holding, and now here just less than just in a few minutes. So I think that I finished my technical analysis in 1 day and 4 hour chart. So it's about risk management, guys. Okay, risk management. I know some people they are here, around here, this area. Yeah, if you are on this area, you have two choices right now. Or you close your position right now and take your profits, or you wait for your stop to hit a stop, not a stop loss, stop. And if that happened, I mean, it's like nothing happened here. Nothing happened here, and just you wait for the next setup here. But looks like just looking this price action is looking nastier. Looking nasty actually. Looking nasty. Okay, so let's continue. Well, let me see. Yes, Kevin. USDT dominance in 1 day chart is looking bullish. Actually, it's looking very bullish. I mean, I cannot lie to you. This is very healthy bounce here. Beautiful. Actually, as a trader, this is very bullish. If I see 12-hour chart, for example, here, this is constructive. I mean, this is accumulation actually in the highs, as I said before. And 1 day chart, this is very good actually. This is very good. This is very good. With buy signal here in 1 day chart, we can expect at least other try to the highest point of the range around here, around 5. Now, the problem with this asset in monthly is this one. We have a monthly breakout here in progress. So look at this. Yeah. Let me see the 4-hour chart. Okay. 1, 2. My friend, you are talking about this, the USDT 4-hour USDT. Okay. Your bear divergences here actually already play out. All of this, you see this? Well, this is the move. Now you have buy signal here, reset, and OBB is very healthy. So that means all of this move, it was just I mean, part of the consolidation. But I really play actually. I'm expecting other leg up here, even in 4-hour chart. And the problem here, as Bitcoin is, the volatility is expanding, so that is very concerning. Okay, let's talk about the total market cap too, because I think we need to see what is happening right now for 4-hour chart for altcoins. 4-hour chart, I mean today. So rejection, very nasty rejection here. Continuation. Sell signal here, ADX positive here, so that means I am speculating other test. Other test to this area. So I think today is gonna be a red day for many altcoins. So in 4-hour chart, okay. So let's talk about the 1 day chart for altcoins in general. Very healthy downtrend, right? This is a downtrend. Last hope for altcoins, and actually I said that yesterday. Many altcoins, many altcoins are in the lowest point before of macro reversal. I mean, if they break that level, like Solana, like I remember I saw some of them, I cannot remember, but Solana and others, they are in the lowest point you can buy in weekly chart that coin, because below there will reverse the trend, like Cardano, for example, right? Like Cardano and others, right? They are Phantom, for example, is reversing the trend in monthly basis. So that is very on weekly basis. It is very concerning here. So this is a downtrend. Yes, of course we have the support, but the problem with this is that support is very strong, right? How many times is tested here? With this rejection, if Bitcoin breaks, let me see. Let me see. I mean, this is in macro time frames. This is like this. Of course, we can see pain, yes, but this is the area. Like in the long term, I am expecting at least other bounce. Maybe like down here, but other bounce here. So iOS in weekly chart is, in my personal opinion, is about if you are holder. If you are holder, you are planning to hold that coin for a long time. I'm talking about 2-3 months. The reason for this is very simple. If this is the lowest point here since in 2018, 2020, 2022. Below here there is nothing, right? So I have no idea. I mean, of course this is the lowest point, and historically speaking, every time when this test in this area, you can see what happened, and what happened this time, and what you can think is gonna happen here. So that is the thing. And also iOS in weekly chart, we have the weekly bullish divergence, as you can see here. So I am not financial advisor, guys, but I mean, some coins they are testing the lowest point in weekly basis. Okay, so that's why I am expecting a bounce. Actually, why? Because Bitcoin is doing exactly the same thing. Even if Bitcoin comes to $30,000, for me in macro time frames, this is a buy. This is a buy. Now, the reason for this is because I am speculating this bounce is simple, because I can see the accumulation right now in 5-day chart. In 5-day chart is very clear for me right now. This is accumulation. There's accumulation, of course. You wanna see validations? Simple. Breaking $32,000, 32 around there, you will see $14,000 for Bitcoin. That is my long-term target for Bitcoin, actually. Many people are calling mid-20s. I don't think mid-20s, there is nothing there. Why? Because there is no volume here. No volume. The only place you can see volume in the long macro time frames where is here. All these areas. So $14,000, $10,000 is going to be the area. If Bitcoin crash here, capitulation or something like that, you will see this area tested. And also the macro time frames, as you can see here, the MA55 is around 24. The week look like this, around maybe $14,000 is going to be the area. But as I said before, I need to see breaking Bitcoin key levels. Now we have 2 weeks left, and Bitcoin is still holding the MA21. As you can see, $37,000, $38,000. That's why that range is very important. Between 39 to 37, Bitcoin must hold that area, because any close below there in monthly base, for example, if we see April and Bitcoin is closing below there, yeah, you can say, okay, $30,000 is going to be the next area. Yeah, it depends. When I say macro time frames, for example, here, let me explain. Here, in weekly basis, here, I don't trade using leverage, first of all. I am using a spot. In this case, if Bitcoin is holding here, is testing this area, for me it's a buy. It's a buy here. Simple. Now, if Bitcoin is breaking this area, I mean, when I say breaking, not because you see the price is at 28, 27, no. I wanna see breaking this area here, and the next bounce, because it's gonna bounce. It's not like it's not Dogecoin, okay? It's not Shiba Inu. In the next bounce, I will just get out, because this is just gonna be a continuation to, a weekly reversal. Okay, so that is the way. Now, that is the way how I'm trading right now. Now, in weekly basis, in my personal way of trading, I don't use a stop loss on this kind of things. Why? Because I like to buy biggest areas or consolidation or or biggest areas of demand. For example, all this area in macro time frames from $39,000 to 32. This is the area. As you are trading weekly chart, that means you are gonna buy and you're gonna hold for maybe 3, 4, 5 months. All this area this area is the area you should buy. Now, if you wanna say, okay, how I can set my stop loss? Very simple. You need to see the weekly close like this, breaking down. You are not gonna sell here, right? Because you are a very pro trader, and you will not sell here. Why? Because you will not sell in panic. As I said before, you have to wait for the bounce, and after that, in that bounce, when people are in FOMO again, because to the moon, right? You close your positions, cancel and minimize your losses. There are many examples like that. Let me show you here. For example, here, Bitcoin, Tesla M55, bounce here, and you bought, for example, here, okay, crash here, as you can see here, and you, for maybe a couple of months, you are in loss here, right? Maybe, but you are a very pro trader and you can manage your emotions and you don't sell in panic, right? So you have to wait. Why? Because, well, you need to sell in the next macro bounce. Where is the next macro bounce? After maybe 3 months. You see, all the people who bought here, they were in loss. Now you cancel your positions here because you know this is just a bounce to what? Keep falling, because it's a massive downtrend here. Same thing here in weekly chart. You see, here, for example, you buy here, it's bouncing for any reason. You are thinking to the moon, right? 100k, 201 million, whatever. But after maybe 6 months or 3 months, you are in red here. You need to wait for the bounce. You never sell in the panic, okay? It's very simple, my friend. This is monthly. Tell me, where is the bear market for Bitcoin? If you bought, for example, at $30,000 right now, and Bitcoin crashed to $14,000 right now here, instead of selling in panic, like, oh my God, to zero, no, you buy more. If Bitcoin comes to $10,000, oh my God, if I will sell my house, actually, and I will buy more. Why? Because the trend is my friend, and the trend is to the upside. There is no bear market for Bitcoin, you see? So that means the only people who are losing money just with Bitcoin is people who are they are gamblers and they are just in leverage, for example, and also they are very emotional with panic selling. For example, here in 2017, people bought at $20,000 here in the peak. After 3 years, what happened? Even now they are in profit. All the people who bought here in $14,000, they were red, but now what happened? I think you need to work more about in your time frame. If you are long-term holder, that means you are not gonna hold for 1 month or 2. No, you are gonna hold for a couple years. So the only thing we are looking for Bitcoin right now, when is the the best moment to buy and the cheapest price we can find? Because we know, let me tell you something, in monthly there is no bear market. Bitcoin is not going to zero right now. Just show me where is the bear market. No. In monthly, this is like this. Okay, so in the long term, buying Bitcoin here or here, of course, is gonna be the cheapest area you can buy, for example. And this is like this in monthly, like this. Okay, we respect the trend. Simple. Okay, all the correction you see here from this area and this area, all the correction you see, these kind of things, are weekly corrections. People in social media, they say bear markets, because that is the normal word they are using, right? All the correction you saw here in the past, 2017, 2018, in 2014, 15, they are weekly corrections when we have sell signals in weekly charts. Now, as long Bitcoin is holding, respecting the trend in monthly, this is like this. Maybe in 2024 to 2025. Around there. This year, no way. I am expecting Bitcoin to see $60,000, maybe potentially 50, maybe yes, but 90, 100k, whatever, I don't think so. Just the only thing is concerning for me right now for Bitcoin is, for the first time in the history, we have bear divergences here. It's the first time we have this setup, and I don't want to see this setup playing, because if you see the setup playing, it's gonna be very destructive for all the market. Very destructive. I am talking about thousands of. I mean, Bitcoin is gonna crash hard, very hard. So now you depends on the time frame you are trading, right? But monthly, nothing happened here. Nothing happened. This is just to the moon, right? To the upside. We are bullish on Bitcoin like this. Okay. Just I'm trying. In my case, I am trying to catch the best price, the best possible price. And as you can see here, in monthly, we are in the lowest point you can buy Bitcoin in this context, in the context of this range, because Bitcoin is in a range, monthly range, as you can see here. So in weekly chart, of course, is looking not. I mean, we are in weekly chart. If we know monthly is in a range, so in weekly chart, this could be just a bounce. Maybe from 33, 34, maybe, or 30, or even this level to maybe 50, 48, 49. But that's it. From here, I think, I don't know if I said this many times, but this is my speculation for this year. This year, not tomorrow. This is an ABC pattern like this. We are, I think, in the process of this one. I am speculating something like this. Why? Because in my setup and my system, we have buy signal right now. This is a buy signal, not very strong, not like before, but it's there. Okay, and also Bitcoin is very close to the zero line in weekly chart. So that means other 3 or 4 months, you will see something like this. Historically speaking, every time when you see Bitcoin in here in this area, is the lifetime buy. And after I finish this, I am a financial advisor. Okay, just I'm sharing my experience in the markets. Okay, I think I finished. If you want me to check some altcoins, please let me know. Okay, because now the market, as I said before, Bitcoin is 4-hour chart. We will see more pain in 4-hour chart, and actually this setup is very nasty actually. So I think many altcoins will follow just Bitcoin, and they will just drop. Now, some altcoins I want to just show you. For example, I want to tell you, like, you must be careful with this kind of altcoins. For example, Solana, as you can see here in weekly chart here, Solana actually is reversing the trend, as you can see here. This is not a very bullish setup right now. The problem with Solana, because actually I am answering some questions, some people, they were asking me in the group of Solana, well, they send me a message. The biggest resistance right now in weekly chart is around 100, 90 to $100 here. As long as below here, I am not macro bullish on this. Now, the problem with this Solana right now is this. Let me show you. Is forming a potential bullish divergences here? Yes. The problem here is, like, we are, I don't know, let me think. My God, like, more than all this month below 90, below 93. And if you think this support is very strong, I don't think so. I think it's very sad, but it looks like finally Solana is getting ready to see more downside, and the reason is very simple. Like, you see the macro timeframes here, all the timeframes are reversing here, and there is no volume coming. Even with the potential bullish divergence in squeeze, as long OBV is like this, you cannot expect a very strong move. So 5-day chart, as you can see here, this we have no. I mean, this is not very constructive. Okay. Yeah, let me finish with altcoins, because I think it's very important right now, because many people, they are looking for altcoins right now. Same thing, for example, here, Link, same thing. 1412 is the lowest point you can find Link, and for a bounce, because this is just a bounce. If that is going to happen, of course, any close below 12, you will see full rejection all the way down to, oh my God, like $5, yeah, in the long term. This is the area, and the only thing is a bounce. Bounce. Why? Because this is a reversal. This is a reversal, potentially a reversal in weekly chart, as you can see here. So, but look at this. Always we have some bounces here, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. So that's why you are gonna trade this kind of coins. Be very selective, be careful, and manage your risk properly. Okay. my friend, I move my stop loss from 3 to my enterprise. Remember, one of my rules when I am in profit, for example, in this case, 1 day chart, I was $2,000 today actually. When Bitcoin was here this morning around $40,000, I moved my stop loss. My stop loss is not a stop loss anymore. I move my stop above my enterprise. So if Bitcoin crash here, breaks the level and breaks the range, it's fine. Why? Because I manage my risk and I will not lose anything. Okay. So it's very interesting. Like people, they are in profit, but always they are like this. Why? They are in profit maybe 2-3 days and they didn't manage the risk, and after that the market reverse and they take a loss. No. When you see these kind of things and you see, for example, you are in profit right now, in my case, this morning, I said, okay, Bitcoin finally is about $40,000. Okay, my setup was like here, right, like this, around 44, around here. Okay, now it's like this. So losing is only for me? No way. Simple. If Bitcoin crash here, no problem. No problem. Okay, guys, I think I finished for altcoins and Bitcoin. And let's continue with other maybe stocks. Maybe we have just 10 minutes left. Let me see. Australia, my first time. Time frame, please. 1 day, weekly, and monthly. 1 day. This is of course here. This is a bounce in 1 day chart, of course. Weekly chart. Let me see here. Okay, using price action here. This to the upside. Yeah, of course. This is like this in weekly chart, like this. And it's very simple because you can see here, it's like Bitcoin, right? You see, this is potential accumulation here. As long as it's not breaking the MA55, you have buy signal here, ADX positive, very good. Actually, I like it. I cannot see the volume. This is not volume. I mean, just I can use a squeeze. And the monthly, let me see. Yeah, same. It's a bounce. In the long term, I'm expecting other test to the top of the range around here. 7,400, 300 around there. Yeah, monthly is a range. I mean, remember, this signal means not falling. I mean, range or falling, sideways or falling. Okay, so just it depends what you're trading, right? But it's a range in monthly. Okay, I think I finished. Yes, one thing: the gold, because gold is, they are saying, oh yeah, it's very bad, blah blah blah. Well, okay, gold testing the previous high of 2020 here. Of course, this is a sell. Many people will start cashing out here, but as long as holding 1,800, this is like this. I will not change the technical analysis of this. This is a massive consolidation in the highs. Okay, so here is where, yeah, you have buy signal in monthly and the ADX is positive, so makes sense for me. Like many holders from this area of the year cashing out here, yes, makes sense. Of course, as a trader, I will never buy the resistance, right, at $2,000. But any close, I mean, as long this asset is around 1,800, this is to the upside. Okay, weekly chart, let me see. Weekly chart, very nice reaction. Yeah, reaction, yes, okay, yeah. In the long term, other test to 1,800 actually. 1,800 is gonna be the area. Retest, and after that, I'm expecting a bounce from there. Okay, so let me see. How do you time long-term entries for stocks? First of all, I think it's experience. Second, remember, tools, indicators are tools. Okay, for example, Facebook. The biggest mistake of many people, many people I can see, they are just focusing in 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, 1 day chart, and they don't see the big picture. So for example, here, of course, is weekly chart. You say, oh my God, this is very bad, blah, blah, Facebook, blah, blah. Okay. Now, one of the things I am looking for potential areas to buy or selling is the areas of demand or supply. Here is big area of demand, so that means in the past where many people they were buying or many transactions there happened in the past. As you can see here, this is the highest area. And now every time you see this kind of bars here, that means that in the past they were very important or relevant for the people in the past. So you can use this as a reference. Now, for example, shorting here, Facebook is stupid in my personal opinion. Actually, from here it's like this. And if I see something, the monthly, for example, nothing happened here. What is this? Oh, 20, right? No, my friend, no. Monthly is like this. Of course, I'm talking about some years, and the reason is because you have in monthly you have this the biggest area of demand. So investors in macro time frames, I mean like monthly, they are looking for this kind of prices. So here, all this area here is the best area, technically speaking, for Facebook. If you want to reverse a trend, okay, you need to see crash here, breaking here, and after that, the next bounce, yes, you have your monthly bear market extracted and Facebook to zero. Yeah, but not yet. So let me show you, for example, Baba. My long-term target hit here, yeah, and here all this area, I mean, we don't need to be exact about the price. For me, it's a buy. Why? Because people usually they want to, oh no, this is going to zero, right? It's the news, right? Oh yes, China, States, whatever, right? No, I mean, I am technical trader. I don't follow news. I follow just the charts, and I am the idea like, okay, show me the charts, I will tell you the news. Okay, so all the people who are selling right now in panic, they will start buying again in some point, maybe in 1 year or two, whatever, right? For example, here, okay, Amazon. Oh yeah, Amazon 2.0 is crashing, right? Okay, where? Tell me, where is the bear market here? This is some monthly chart. It's just, that's why people from the stock market say, the best strategy is DCA, right? Because they are in a Ponzi scheme for many years. Wait for the big crash. In some point, it's going to happen. I don't know when, but wait for that. Now, Netflix, for example. No, PayPal. I remember PayPal. They were talking about PayPal. Some guys. PayPal. Here. If you want to be bearish on this, actually this is the macro reversal, as you can see here. But not because you see macro reversal in monthly, that means you are going to sell. Of course not. It depends, right? You were here, of course, makes sense. You are making money. The sell was here. This is the biggest area for PayPal, between 90 to 78 and $100. This area, two biggest areas. So as an investor, for me, they are the best areas to buy. Of course, I will play the bounce. I mean, that means in some point, I don't know when, this asset is going to test the MI55 again, and here, bye-bye. Why? Because it's going to be utter rejection in the macro time frames. You see? So now, monthly is very bad, actually, very bad. Let me see the weekly chart if I can something different for PayPal. Yeah, I mean, this is the time for buying PayPal assets like this one in macro time frames. Macro time frames. Look at this. In the moment when you see the ADX getting positive here, regardless of, like, I mean, OBB is shit, honestly, yes, but at least for a bounce, you will see a bounce. You will see a bounce in PayPal, maybe this year, next year, I don't know when. Maybe it's sideways here, but after that, you will see a bounce here. And people here, like Bitcoin, right? People, they want to buy when the price is here. Because now it is time to the moon, right? No, my friend, no. Here you sell. You buy here, you sell here, right? Because you have the biggest area of demand in macro time frames. It's same like Bitcoin. For example, here, in the last Corona crash, for example, here, it was very funny, right? Because I was in short here, actually, in short around here, I didn't expect this crash, honestly. I was expecting a crash to maybe $7,000, but I was not expecting to 4,000. It was very interesting. Oh, very, very funny. But here, uh, when the people they see these kind of things here, now to zero, right? To 100, to -1, right? -1, right? But my friend, you have here one of the biggest areas of support for Bitcoin in this area. And look at this. Bitcoin just tested a few minutes. I remember that because I was there. I saw it. Bitcoin just went there here around $4,000, maybe more than, maybe just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I remember. And I couldn't buy. I couldn't buy because fucking Binance was, the system is down. The system is down. We cannot. That's why I stopped using Binance since then. I moved to BNX because of that, because I couldn't buy Bitcoin at $4,000. I mean, in leverage, because I was thinking, oh, I'm going in leverage here, yeah, long position here, because I was planning to hold this to the moon, right? I mean, the reason for this is because like that. Look at this. This is a very, very interesting example how market makers are playing micro time frames. OBB was very, very clear about this, but look at this. People, they want to sell here in panic when in this case Bitcoin is testing the macro time frames, I mean macro areas with a lot of support. So that's why be careful. We will see for Bitcoin the same thing. It's like I am watching the same movie every time. In some point, I don't know when, maybe October, November, who knows, you will see this around here. Here. Regardless of the price, my friend, I am not financial advisor affairs at all. If you see something like this, instead of entering in panic, that is your chance. Okay, that is your chance. That is your chance. I cannot see in crypto markets. I cannot see people in really bearish because they are still buying garbage like NFTs and metaverse and that kind of shit. They are buying million, you can imagine. So I want to see really people. Sorry for saying this. I know many people here, maybe they are learning and maybe they bought at $60,000. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound offensive, to be offensive, but I really want to see people destroy it in the crypto space. Really, I want to see really blood in the streets like I saw in 2018. When I will tell you in my group, if I see the same conditions or similar conditions like 2018, 17, when the market was very, very bad and people that were saying, no, Bitcoin is a scam, Bitcoin to zero, these kind of things, I will be macro bullish again. I think this is a little bit about psychology. I like to talk about psychology of trading a little bit here because usually people, they can use indicators, they can use many things, but you could have the best indicators, the best tools, but if you don't manage your emotions and you don't understand how market makers they play, you will not make it. Why? Because the system trading this was designed to lose, take money from retailers, and who is the retailer? You and me. Okay, so I think I've finished, guys, for today. Recap for Bitcoin. 4-hour chart, okay. 4-hour chart. This is a clear sell signal in continuation, sell signal in OBB. Any close below in 4-hour chart, any close below $39,000 is very clear. Other test to $37,000, $38,000. If volatility starts expanding, actually it's expanding right now, potentially we will see the resolution of this to the downside, and potentially could be something around mid-30s, 35, around there. It's gonna be the test, the first area to test. From there, of course, I'm expecting a bounce, something like this, yes, but continuation to the downside, maybe to $30,000. Okay, so key levels, as I said before, Bitcoin is still, if Bitcoin can hold $39,000 and also reverse this signal, especially here, like this, and here, doing something like this, well, we still have hope. Like, this is just market makers, they are having just fun with us. Okay, so that's it, guys. I think that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please remember, before trading, learn about risk management. Okay, risk management is the most important thing, even before of trading. Okay, risk management is the most important thing. Okay, thank you, and see you next time.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.